Hello parents, we've got some exciting things in store for you today. Our parent engagement activity is focusing on homework, study skills, and some games that will provide your child with help on their education. So lots of things have been going around here at Nichols. Our teachers have been working. So the first thing we're going to do is look at YouTube. And at YouTube, I have a playlist created. So every grade level, kindergarten, first, second, third grade, have created a Google slide for you, and they have done a Loom video, which is now on YouTube, to explain to you about homework, study skills, and some educational games that your kids can play that will help them. Also, fourth grade, we have a reading and social studies, a fourth grade math and science, and then fifth grade reading and social studies and fifth grade math and science as well. So please find the grade level that your child is in and go and watch those videos, because you're going to get some important information from those teachers. Information that is better coming from them because they are your child's teacher. All right, I'm going to go back now, and we're going to look at an article. And this is also going home to you on paper. So we're going to print this off and give everybody a copy of the Google slide that goes with their child's grade level, and a summary of the articles that we are presenting. So there are 10 benefits of homework. The first one's students learn about time management. That when we got homework, we can't take all evening to do it. We need to work on time management. And that is a problem that we see in the classroom as well, is students think that they have a lot of time to complete their work, and we're only here so many minutes a day. So even in school, we're working on time management. Homework provides a measurement of students' learning for teachers. That way, when they come back the next day and we go over homework or we're talking about homework, we know whether that child acquired a skill or not, or if we need to go back and reteach. It trains students to solve problems, gives students another opportunity to review class material, and this one's a big one, to go home and review what you did in class that day. It just helps our brain memorize things, to remember whatever I did in class that day happened at maybe 8 o'clock that morning or 12 o'clock at lunch, and then when I go home at 4 o'clock that evening, I'm having to retrieve the information that I learned earlier that day. And when I do that, that's going to program that into my brain that much more. Parents get to see the content being taught in school when we do homework. Students learn to take responsibility for their part in the education process. We know our students are responsible, and they have got to stop and take time to learn the information that we are delivering to them every day. Students learn to do things even if they don't want to. There's a lot of things in life that we all don't want to do, but because it's our responsibility to do it, then we've got to learn to do those things. It trains students to work independently, and we all know that that's important, to be independent. Students learn to stay organized, act, and plan, and it also deepens the students' understanding of the subject matter. There's more to this article. If you want to stop and take the time to read through it, that would be fabulous. There's so much information here in this article. All right, I'm going to move on to the next one, which is 7 ways to develop good study habits. This is an article by Amanda Morin, and she has studied 7 ways to help grade schoolers develop good study habits. And the first one is to help your child learn to identify distractions. And we tell the kids in school, if there's something distracting or bothering you, to block out that distraction. We even learned this in PBIS. So if your child is having trouble focusing, then when they're at home, block out that distraction. Turn off that TV. Mama might be cooking, but we can block that out and we can focus on our math assignment. Teach your child how to create an effective study space. And with this, they need a place where they can write, that they've got to be able to work out math problems, or they've got to be able to complete and do their flashcards with their spelling words or sight words. So we need a study space. We just talked about in our 7 strengths of a super reader, one of those strengths was belonging, and we needed a place to belong in school, a place to belong at home, but we also need a place where we read. That is our reading station. That's where we belong when we're reading a book. I know at home I have a reading chair, but where I read is not the same place where I'm going to do my homework. When I do my homework, I need a place to be able to sit down and write down the bills and pay my bills. I can't do that in my reading chair. I need to be at the bar or the table so that I can do my homework at home. Your child needs to learn that as well. Keep track of your child's strengths. We all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. We need to know what our strengths are so that we can be confident in who we are and what we're strong at. And at the same time, we need to know our weaknesses because we need to be able to work on those weaknesses and practice more on our weaknesses than we do our strength. If my weakness is math, I may need longer time in my homework to work on math than I do when I work on reading. Help your child by making checklists to monitor their work, and there's all kind of checklists. They may want to organize. It comes with prioritizing in number 6. What am I going to do first? What am I going to do second? What am I going to do last? Some people want to do the easiest work first and then move down. Some people want to go ahead and do the hard work first and then move down to the easier stuff at the end. But make checklists for your child so they know exactly what they've got to study and help them prioritize. And the last one is to teach your child specific study skills. Sometimes we don't realize that our students just don't know how to study. So as parents, it's very important for you to study with them, to go over their sight words, to help them write their spelling words and make them spell those spelling words back at you or call out those vocabulary words to your child. And with that are some other recommendations, which are how to organize their backpacks, break assignments down into smaller steps, some organizational skills, and some note-taking strategies as well. So I hope that you will go into YouTube, look at those videos from your child's teacher, because they're giving you fabulous things that they do for homework and the reason we do those homeworks. And then also they're telling you, here are some study skill strategies, and then here are some educational fun games for your child to practice at home. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you.